Hello, hello, hello. This is your message from the universe for 222. This is the rune Hagals, and this is my rune for friendships or possibly relationships. Hagals is the rune of disruption. And if you have watched me for the last few days, you know that every single reading that we have done has been about disruption, has been about conflict, has been about allowing a person into your life that you don't get along with very well, or dealing with someone from your past who you don't get along with very well, or working on a collaboration with someone, let's say together, you don't get along with very well. And here we are on the 22nd, it is 222, all about starting a new pattern, breaking a cycle and starting a new pattern, starting a new rebirth. And here we are with these cards and the Hagals, still talking about that relationship, but really doubling down on it here. Like, I think this is the nitty gritty, and I think tomorrow we'll be moving on to a new topic. Yesterday, they specifically said that today, for the 21st, to watch out. So tomorrow, be real careful. Okay, just be real careful. What this is talking about, if we dig into these, the Seven of Swords talks about deceit, talks about betrayal, talks about, something is not right here, hiding something. Now, this can be you hiding something from yourself or denying something to yourself. And this can also be what this other person does. This might be someone in your life who's not always truthful or who you interpret as not being truthful. Perhaps they're saying what they understand to be the truth, but because their perception is skewed, they don't see the truth the way that you see the truth. And you can see this little heart-shaped thing. I often use this for us, like breaking our own hearts with this betrayal, either from someone else or from ourselves. And these interactions with these people, they bring up those little pieces from your past that are painful, that hurt you, the things that create your self-defense mechanisms, that snap back kind of attitude, that you're not going to talk to me that way. They create those spaces of expecting everyone to hurt you. They create all kinds of little nooks and crannies of pain that express themselves in a way that often hurts people around you. And, I told y'all that my cards were speaking in sentences. These came out in a chunk. And we are the ones who are creating what is happening, but we also are the ones who can destroy what is happening, right? And so we have the power to shift this relationship, this pain, to shift the way that we see this. Just like I just did when I said, oh, this person, they don't tell the truth, but maybe it's because their perception is so screwed up that the truth looks different to them than it does to you. That's a way that you can shift this. But if you continue to insist on, no, they lie, period, there's only one truth, my truth is the only truth, then you are literally stopping yourself. At that point, you are definitely stabbing yourself in the heart, because you are the one who is shifting this. This is all about making that shit happen, and you're not allowing that. You're feeling the tower moment and digging into that and thinking that this is destroying your happiness. You're looking at it from a yes, thank you. The little ghosty has decided to start chasing my cats. Thank you. Um, you're looking at it from a place of how this argument, how this conflict, or how this situation, this person is destroying your happiness. And that sort of an attitude, that sort of a viewpoint is exactly, what happens. You are the one who is creating this by your perception of what they are doing. You are the one who is creating this by the way that that person is interacting with your little devils. I was going to say demons, but some people get real upset about that. It's a metaphor. I'm not saying actual demons. I'm saying those little things inside of you that you have carried for such a long time. If somebody called you ugly when you were little, now if somebody even looks at you, you're mad at them, You are creating this, and just know that all of this conflict is about reforming you, allowing you to have a new start in your leadership role. The King of Wands is about entrepreneurship, being a leader, being the one who is in charge, being that that boss bitch, being that person that everybody goes to, being the one that's in charge. But because you have these issues with conflict still from your childhood, from your past, it is holding you back from becoming the best leader that you can. Because let's say you are the boss and and you have that ugly thing, right? And one of your employees is looking in your direction in the office, just looking in your direction in your little workspace, and you take offense to that. What are you looking at me for? And they look at you like, what do you mean? You're looking at me. Don't look at me. That's disrespectful. Why are you staring? Da da da. If you hold on to that kind of energy, now you're driving your employees away, because that employee may not have meant that they were, looking at you because you're ugly, right? And you might not even been thinking, oh, they're looking at me because I'm ugly. But you see them looking at you, and automatically your fire starts going up, your anger starts going up, your defense mechanism starts going up, and the flames start, you start getting madder, you start getting madder, you start getting madder, and then boom. Now, that one employee may not seem like a big deal. Maybe you have 20 employees, but 5 of them were sitting around watching when you did that. And now, how do they think about you? How do they see you? How do they see your leadership skills when they see that you can't even control yourself when somebody's looking at you, right? It is literally our choices that create what comes next. I mean, there is fate sprinkled in, and the universe has like a way that they want us to go. And some people believe that we were the ones who set up that path before we were brought here, before we were born, before we incarnated. But we are the ones who are spinning the wheel of fortune, and what we do, how we prepare, really affects everything that comes next in our lives. You are beloved, you matter, and you are so very loved.